Guys, welcome in. Thank you for joining another episode of Grabbing the Brisket. We are at what, as you can see, the studio looks a little bit different. Like you can see James's legs. This is so crazy.
I
right?
did not get the memo that we were going with this format. So, yeah, you get to see my pasty white legs. Like,
there it is. Yeah,
just put on some sunglasses and we'll be good.
you're gonna need them. Listen, Cracker Beer. Stay into this episode with us because we are joined here with Steve Wilkerson with Allegro Marinades and Seasonings. How you doing, brother?
Doing good.
Yeah,
I think so.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us today.
Bet. Pleasure to be here.
Really appreciate it. Also, if you can see on the table here, we've got some we've got some pork steaks that we put together, and this was a kind of a quick little deal I did in the frying pan, and then went back into the oven until there was perfect optimal temperature. Did a little bit of a glaze on this, and I'm really pleased of how this turned out. This is like probably a 20-minute marinade, a little bit of liquid smokes. I need a little touch to go in there. Then came back with a little compound brown sugar, and yeah, to me, I could have done better if I kept tasting this and kept trying different recipes and whatever else. But I didn't, and I didn't want to try it until everybody was here today. Because if I was going to be disappointed, I wanted to be disappointed the same way everybody else was disappointed. So yeah, there it is.
It's a very bold move for
Cotton.
You doing this, because it's very reminiscent of these these singing competitions where these people sing the song of the judges that are judging them.
Yeah,
and they have to hit it. They have to execute. They have to do a great job. You're going to.
Do you
want to
give it a
score? Here.
Do you want to give it a score?
Do you want to score? Yeah, let's score.
You want to score it?
Yeah. What's the scale? 1 to 10?
I go 1 to 5. I don't
1 to 5. Okay.
10's a lot. Yeah.
Dude, 4.5. It was really good.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
A little cold.
Yeah, a little cold for John's taste. Yeah. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah.
So we'll get into all things Allegro Marinade here in a minute, because I'm very interested in getting into. I think everybody likes to get into the kind of the origin story of how this company was founded, and the startings of the original marinade, and then how that has transpired to what we see nowadays that we utilize on a daily basis, and that we see in these grocery stores. So I'm very excited to get to that. I got one very quick little story that I came across just recently, and everybody's familiar with Listerine, right?
Yep.
This is something that's kind of like a household product, just like Allegro. But I also read like kind of the backstory of Listerine, how this thing was started. This was actually developed as a antiseptic solution for surgeons. I don't know if you knew this, and also as a household cleaner. And it wasn't until a little bit later on, and also this is kind of weird, oddly enough, they used it to treat gonorrhea as well. Like, at least I think, this is back in the day. Like, I don't know how this is going back into the 20s. I think they just found something, and it's like they really didn't know how to cure something, and they're just like, we're just gonna throw whatever on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Take some blood out of them. It helps them out. Bloodletting. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
I'm just wondering at what point they're like, we should put this in our mouth.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird thing, but this gentleman, I guess he was head of marketing for Listerine, and he had approached I guess the team there, and maybe he had a neighbor who's like, hey, instead of like cleaning my floors with this, I just gargle it around in my mouth a little bit.
Yeah.
And so he took it to the higher ups and sold it. And one thing, oddly enough, is they coined and created the term halitosis. That was not I guess a medical term prior to the marketing team getting a hold of this Listerine and them branding it as an oral antiseptic.
Halitosis. You're really screwing me up right now. Yeah. Damn.
I'm just glad there's somebody who's got crazier stories than me.
I was gonna say,
I don't know.
Yeah. Right.
We're going to get into some crazy Allegro stories.
It's like step right up with your elixirs. Gonorrhea. Floors need to be shined.
Yeah.
Got halitosis? It'll fix it. Right. It's just like that. A snake oil salesman or whatever. yeah, and then I guess they pivoted and they were like, let's get out of the house cleaning business and let's get into the oral hygiene business.
Yeah, sales went through the roof. So
Yeah.
I don't know if there are other alternative uses for Allegro marinades, but that might be a viable option.
Gonorrhea, we could target it. I mean, that's
Target it with that.
I mean, has anybody poured it
we can
on
try
it? We don't
Yeah,
know.
Yeah.
Does it? Yeah. Do you have ailing eyesight? Use Allegro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm up for anything.
Yeah.
Right.
What's honestly like? What's the weirdest use that you've seen somebody use the marinades?
Not crazy weird stuff like what you're talking about.
Yeah,
But, for me, vegetables. I didn't think vegetables, right? I did, and I found it. Learned that early on about it. So, yeah, I wish I had a crazy story that was something like.
No,
that's-
but vegetables. I mean, because I never thought about marinating a vegetable.
I didn't
Neither
either.
have I. I never thought of it.
I'm thinking now, I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, dude, like this would be really good with, some corn. I'm thinking in my head, carrot.
Yeah. So we had a chef, and this is years and years ago that prepared a meal for us and using the product and all that good stuff at the plant, and he did it on green beans.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, what is this? And
Yeah.
it was really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
a great idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about
Nice.
just a weird protein? Like it just
So one of you talk about duck,
Mhm.
for example. Well, that's kind of for me a weird, not a weird because my boys hunt and all that good stuff, but I just don't like duck.
Mhm.
Right,
Right there with you.
I don't like it. So, but we have a flavor called Game Tame,
Mhm.
and that product does unbelievably well with something like that, right?
Okay.
And so that kind of protein, but so like at our house, we use it, obviously on everything, right? Everything that's protein based. And my daughter actually, I wouldn't recommend this, but she'll pour it like soy sauce on her steaks and eat them that way. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So but proteins, yeah, I think something like a duck, but any kind of protein is we put it on.
So we just, this is a pro tip out there, is taking some of your favorite marinades out there, some of your favorite things that you're using, but we just used one of yours as a spritz, and put it in. I think we cut a little bit of water. We didn't want it too strong, but we wanted that flavor coming
Yeah.
through, and we used it as a barbecue spritz while we were spraying down brisket and everything else, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Like I said, I get to see a lot of stuff because I've been with Allegro and selling Allegro for 30 years, right? So
Mhm.
nothing ever surprises me, but it's interesting to watch the kids. Like I said, my daughter will drink it. One of my sons actually uses it, and because he's our griller, he's our
Okay.
cooker, right?
Yeah.
And he'll use it as a spritz
Okay.
to do the same thing. So another interesting thing is now I'm probably going to get yelled at when everybody hears this, but we used to have a flavor, raspberry chipotle.
Okay.
So that was very popular to put over cream cheese, at like Christmas time and holidays and things like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Oh, wow, it sounds good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds really good.
Oh yeah.
so
No, that's a weird segue, James. But
of
I'm gonna
getting
give
into
you.
it, but
Yeah, yeah.
not.
But I'm
getting
gonna
into it.
I'm gonna
It's
give
a
you
teaser, guys.
I'm gonna give you a 10 on that,
I
brother.
like it.
Yeah. Shit.
Mhm.
All right, you got a barbecue question for us, real quick, before we jump into the barbecue news?
Barbecue question? Oh, no, we have a barbecue opinion, unpopular barbecue opinions. We've been doing these for the past few weeks. People have been sending them in like crazy. And this week says traditional barbecue sides like mac and cheese or beans aren't good when serving with really rich, fatty meat. And we actually got a couple versions of this of people basically saying that these are not the best barbecue sides. You need to go with something that's going to cut that fattiness.
Yeah.
I guess like a potato salad or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of see it as like a palate cleanser, like when you're eating the rich fatty meats and maybe I don't know, you get bored of eating like the brisket, so you're just like, okay, let me get some beans,
A little bit of something that brightens up,
Yeah.
right?
let me go back to the pork ribs, and then boom, let me go right into the mac and cheese. I think
Yeah, but it's saying they're not, right?
Yeah, he's saying it's
They're
not a good
They're
side.
not a good side.
Yeah.
I disagree.
yeah, I disagree.
Yeah.
Those are great
Yeah.
sides.
Hey, where's this guy sitting this from?
What,
I
what
don't know.
side is he wanting you
Yeah.
to like to pair
What?
with that? Like some
Listen,
green beans?
Apple pie?
At the end of the day, you're talking barbecue. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, and so probably some sports going on. You got beer going on. I mean,
Yeah.
that all goes with it.
It
And
does.
give me more. Give me the
Exactly.
mashed potatoes, the baked potato, yeah, all of that stuff. So I think that kind of maybe at a restaurant, a very high level restaurant, you might want to do that, but give me all that stuff.
Yeah, you want some coffee beans to smell
Yeah.
before you take your next bite? That's fine. You can do that, but come on, let's.
Yeah.
It's called barbecue sides.
You're not in a food coma at the end. You didn't do it right.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Look, well, honestly, guys, we don't make sides around here. Like we go straight with the proteins. I don't know how many times we've been over. We've had these guys over here barbecuing. Like, oh, hey, what's on the menu? Hey, dude, I'm throwing out ribs, brisket,
I got mac and cheese.
chicken.
I got beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even going with the proteins. Like, I'm not even naming any other side dish.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
It's just
and I know,
protein.
I know the wives are like, what is there anything else that you guys are
What,
serving or
You don't like
cooking?
ribs? I
Right.
mean, I got
Do you have any
Yeah.
sides? You're like, well, we got sausage. That's the side, right?
Right.
yeah, right.
It's a bag of chips in there, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
That's funny.
Yeah, that's unpopular opinion.
Yep, we don't like it.
Not good.
That's been really good. We've gotten a lot of feedback, and I looked at one week, and somebody was like 300 different responses we got in like a 48-hour period. You know, which I thought was really good, just from people just chiming in and whatever else. So
Yeah.
I love it. Keep them coming, because listen, hey, we're gonna read your shit out there. So and then we're gonna rate you on it. So
Hey, we got barbecue mayo, but this kind of leads right into our grab them in the brisket.
beer review.
And I know you guys are gonna love this.
Come on,
This
send it,
is
brother.
from Gold Bar Whiskey, our friends over there.
Yeah.
They've sent us a lot of stuff before. And I honestly don't know if this is a beer. I think it's like a mixed whiskey thingy. But it's fancy. Look at this. It's I don't know if you see this.
T-shirt.
Little-
too.
Yeah, this t-shirt. I'll probably keep that because
Probably doesn't fit you.
it's Joe Montana.
There you go.
It probably doesn't fit you.
It probably does fit me. Anyways, this is double gold. I'll hold that for me. I should have opened this ahead of time, but it was just a fancy box. I wanted to show it off. Yeah, double gold, the Golden Joe, made with original Gold Bar whiskey, limited edition. I still don't know exactly what it is. Premium whiskey, fresh orange juice, ginger and lime juices, and natural flavors.
Yeah, it's a bold twist on the classic whiskey mule.
Oh, there you go.
This is great. I love this. We go check the mail, and there's something sitting inside that
That's the
thing.
best,
It's
especially when
for
you can
this.
drink it.
Like it's a great day when you go to the mailbox and somebody sends you some alcohol in the mail. That's great.
Mm-mm-mm.
Pass that down to Jan.
Yeah.
Yep,
Come on.
I don't know if you want
Come
one or
on.
not.
I don't think he can.
Oh, Joe.
that's cool.
The Golden Joe.
I'm gonna.
Damn, dude. A bold twist on whiskey mule. Smooth, strong, with a kick of ginger, a splash of orange, for the perfect citrus balance. Do what? Yeah. This little bad boy.
That's super cool. I don't know if you guys know, but I've actually hung out with Joe Montana before.
Really?
Yep. Yep.
Brings back bad memories.
Yeah.
For
You
me.
sure wasn't like
Yeah.
Joe Montana.
Yeah, right.
No, I was cutting in line at the security at the airport, and he just happened to be right in front of me and turned around, and I was just starstruck. And he's like, "How about this security, huh?" And I couldn't even say it. I just sat there looking at him like a freaking moron. I was like, "Uh-huh."
He goes, oh.
He thought I was special
Yeah.
needs or something. I don't know. I was like, "Uh-huh."
Yeah, he's talking into his radio like, "How about that security? There's a weirdo right here."
He wasn't very big either. He's a little guy, maybe 6 foot, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
Anyway, this one's for Joe.
Okay.
Come on. Mm. All right. All right. You can throw it back there.
Oh, we're good. No.
Wherever you want, you can put it down. Whatever you want. Anyways,
Okay.
we'll dive into that in a little bit with
Yeah.
the score. But
Yeah.
that's our mail call. That's what we got for a beer. I guess it's not even a beer, but that's what we got to drink.
It's a mule.
It's a mule.
It's a beer mule. And also, it's 8% alcohol by volume.
Now,
So, you know.
I don't know what. While you get the barbecue news, do we have barbecue news?
I have a little bit of barbecue news.
Okay.
Just one little thing.
I don't know where this whole fad, if it's always been the whole whiskey mule type stuff. Is that always been? It seems like I've seen it more often over the last like 3-4 years, where everything's like you got the whiskey mules and it's like a ginger, right? It's like a ginger beer type stuff. I don't know. Has that always been a thing, or is it just like a new fad?
No, mules have been out for a long time, right? I mean, it's whiskey. And some are made with different liquors.
Okay.
I've
Yeah.
had some with tequila.
Is it very
I've had-
hipster? It's very hipster like where
It
they
is now.
uh,
probably.
yeah.
they serve it in those like copper pots or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Yeah. Like you
Yeah.
feel weird at the bar order like drinking. Like what is this? Like
It's a Dutch oven, I think.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is where we're going with
Just
it. I
curious,
love
guys.
it.
Just curious.
This may get bad.
Yeah,
Just give me a Coors Light.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I just got one thing for the hot off the grill barbecue news. And this is just a quick announcement from the Rib Cook-Off Association. They just announced their world championship. Mark your calendars, April 17th and 18th. That's 2026. You guys have to plan. It's going to be at Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee, Oklahoma. $40,000 in prize money, lots of buckles, lots of trophies. Winner's going to get a Gateway drum smoker and a championship ring.
Badass.
So a little bling bling.
This is something that's taken off here. The SEA was one where they stepped out and started their own sanctioning body just to judge steaks. Ribs have done the same thing, where you show up and it's ran very similar to the way the steak cook-offs are ran. And I don't know if you've seen a steak cook-off before. So it's kind of very similar to how the rib cook-off is. You show up, they have racks of ribs out there, I think, and then you go through the blind draw and whatever else, and then you go cook and then come back and serve. They're also very affordable to
That's
get
the thing,
into,
right?
right? And it's like you show up and less than 6 to 7 hours, in maybe less than that, you've already you've cooked, you've already turned in, you've already cleaned your mess up, and then judging's already happened. So these are really quick turnarounds. Obviously, with rack of ribs, it's going to be a little bit longer to get the rack of ribs done. But it's again, you're not you're not sitting there just setting up multiple pits trying to cook brisket, ribs, chicken, the money muscle and the pork, and all the different ancillary sides. And there may be a few things they throw in there, like a Bloody Mary or whatever else. But man, they are a lot more affordable. So if you're out there and you're trying to get into barbecue and it's something that you're like, well, I can't afford to go out and buy the big rig. I can't afford to go out. Well, look at some of these other sanctioning bodies and get into that, because you're going to surround yourself with people that are cooking, and on top of that, you're going to get tips and tricks on anything else you're trying to get into. So there's always other avenues to get into the sport.
Yeah.
So.
And the people that run it are awesome. Anyways, that's all I got for the hot off the grill barbecue news.
I apologize.
He never fails.
I pushed the wrong button.
It never. Yeah. That's great. That's great. Well,
Let's talk Allegro.
yeah. Hey guys. So listen, again, I've already alluded to this, but we're joined here with Steve Wilkerson. We actually have a buddy named Steve Wilkerson, who lived on our street. A little bit, I don't know how old you are, but probably a little bit younger. His kids are a lot younger.
Why would you
so-
say probably?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
said
I
probably.
mean,
who knows? I mean, I don't know, but when I saw the name a while back, I was like, damn, Steven's coming on the show. That's weird. It just kind of threw me off, and I didn't really want to say anything.
Where's he from?
He is from here.
Buffalo.
idea.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Buffalo.
He's a Yankee.
I think he grew up here
Yeah, probably did.
personally.
I have no idea.
So yeah, James and I grew up in north. Let's see, about an hour west of Fort Worth is where we
Okay.
grew up. Maybe an hour and a half, right past Mineral Wells. So, but we moved here also as going into junior high school. So we kind of best of both worlds.
Yeah. We were talking a little bit earlier about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I grew up in Denison,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
we,
too far from
No.
Mineral Wells.
Yeah.
we were all 6-man football.
Yeah.
That was I think they're still pretty good at it.
Yeah. It's something to see. If you never watch it, if you get a small town around you that plays 6-man football, go watch a game. It's they're fast paced. They're fun to watch. Usually the entire town shows up for them. So. Oh, yeah.
We teased it a little bit earlier, but I'd love to hear a little bit about how Allegro got its start.
Yeah. So there's I'm going to condense it. So
Definitely.
Dave and Bessie Wilcox are the original founders. The real story behind Allegro of getting started was when they were in college, they didn't have enough money to buy good cuts of meat. So they developed a marinade to get cheaper cuts of meat to marinate them and make them taste better.
Okay.
So you fast forward, and they eventually opened up a restaurant in Paris, Tennessee. Now it was an Italian restaurant, but on special occasions, special days, and everything, they would do a steak night, and they would marinate the steaks in Allegro Marinade. People started requesting it, wanting it, all that good stuff. They finally ended up closing the restaurant, hence Allegro Marinades. So that's a
Nice.
condensed version. There's
Yeah.
obviously a lot more to it, but that's how it all originated and started.
That's got to be
Re-
amazing. Like as soon as you put that product out, or people are trying it and they're like, I can't get enough of this. I actually want this. And then you go from there to in the stores and the popularity. And I think this is, I looked earlier, it's like, I think over 50 years ago. I don't know about you, but when I think about over 50 years ago, I'm automatically like picturing like the 1950s.
Yeah.
Right.
And I know that's not the case. I know it was a little bit later from that, but yeah, that's it's the original is one of my favorite flavors, and we've experimented a little bit with some of the other ones, that the honey garlic.
Yep.
That is pretty solid on chicken. But yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump.
No,
in there,
that's good. Yeah. No, those are new items. But back in the early days, what would happen is again, we're light years from when we started, right? So you had to figure out how to make this stuff. It was all done by hand. It used to have a gold foil on the top that was literally done by hand. So, the first employee of Allegro was a guy by the name of John Fuquay. So John deserves a lot of credit for what happened then. But they would make product and make a pallet of it at a time, and then throw it in the van, go sell it, and bring the money back to be able to make another round and go. And back then, the other thing is what was a marinade, right? There wasn't a section in the store for marinade. Where do you merchandise it? Where do you put it? What do you do with it? So those were obstacles that had to be overcome early on to get Allegro where it is today. So
Yeah, that's a great point there, because I'm thinking, you've got a product and you're using it inside your Italian restaurant, and you're doing one-off steak nights, whatever,
Yeah.
and it's so popular that you're like, damn, okay, maybe this is something good. We keep this going or whatever else. And but again, you got to think about that. There's not a marinade.
Right.
There's a reason why they're making it, right? Because they're not going to the store and buying something, right? So that's kind of cool to think about a little bit.
When we first hit the market and started getting into grocery stores, obviously you have to start being competitive now and keeping up with sales data and all that good stuff. So what happened is you start looking at IRI data, and John tells the story all the time. Whenever we first got the first bit of IRI data back, there was like 7 marinades, and we had 2 of them or 3 of them. You fast forward today, and on the sales calls that we have to do and the data that we have to go through, there's thousands.
Yeah, right.
I mean, literally thousands. So again, that's it. The marinade category really took a hold, and it grew to the point where retailers were saying, "Hey, where do we put this?" So it created a category within a category.
Yeah.
So
right.
then you started fighting for space and all that good stuff within the marinade category.
Damn.
So.
Yeah, it's a rough. I mean, I know it's rough out there it's not for the faint of heart. We were talking about this a little earlier, as far as just how things can be squeezed, especially when you're trying to go through grocery and everything else. And then, just because you got into one store where or you get into a big box store, like it's not just cash or chips and saying we've made it, right?
Yeah,
because at any given point in time, it flips,
Yeah.
right? And everything's always evolving, and you've got to be on the cutting edge of that, because there's somebody else that's trying to get in that spot.
Right. Trying to take your spot.
That's what sucks for like these type environments, which I absolutely love. Where we've got the small guy that starts out and he develops something, and it's a great product, and it's built up, and everybody tells them how great it is, and then let's go grocery retail, and then get slapped in the face with the reality of what it is. Now, it doesn't mean you can't do that and you can't overcome that, but there's a lot that you got to know to go into it.
That's right. Damn.
What would you mentioned there's a lot of other marinades and liquid seasoning type
Yep.
products that are on the market. Explain a little bit about that Allegro Marinade. What kind of
Yep.
separates you guys from maybe some of the competitors?
So here's the biggest deal about Allegro Marinade. And again, we've talked about this. We co-pack a lot of stuff. There's a lot of great marinades and sauces out there. Allegro is a true marinade, meaning what I mean by that is if you use Allegro on any protein, vegetables, whatever it is going to, because of the way that it's made, it's going to break that protein down. It's going to tenderize it, and it's going to flavor it with whatever flavor you have. A lot of the marinades, the majority of the marinades that are on the shelf right now are a 10-minute or a 20-minute marinade. Okay. No shot at them because they're great products, but you can't marinade a protein in 10 or 20 minutes and
Right.
have it tenderize it. Now you can glaze it and you can do all that good stuff. So that's what's made us stick. That's the truth of the success of Allegro, because another great quote that's used within our company is that Allegro has withstood the test of time. You know, we're going 50 years strong and all that good stuff. So what happens is like you said, whenever you're making this in the kitchen, there's a reason why you're making it, because it's doing something to the product. So now then we've got people that try it and it does what we say it'll do. It tenderizes it and flavors it. And then the market will hit with 20 new marinades that don't do that.
Yeah.
So they'll try those, and then they always come back because of it's just because of what it does.
Yeah.
And that's what it does. So
No, that's great. I see that. Right? That's the, like, so I go back to 15 years ago, 20 years ago, when we're throwing steaks down on the grill, here's a classic Italian dressing, right? Italian dressing has been out for a long time. What I don't like about Italian dressing is that it can dry out your protein if it sits too long or whatever else, right? So what we do is so we use Allegro, and then we take a splash of Italian into it, because it just adds there's a zing there or whatever else that we're looking for, or whatever it is. But this is 20 years ago, that literally throw that damn thing in the fridge, and back then we weren't buying prime steaks. We weren't buying, right? Because when you go to Randall's or go to Kroger's or anything else, I mean, like we're young guys, and you're like, okay, well, that says $1 a pound right here. I'm buying that steak right here, and they weren't really advertising prime back then. It didn't seem like. I mean, maybe they were. I just didn't look for it. I looked for a good pack of steaks that I could purchase and bring back to the house and marinate and throw it in the fridge, and then bring out the next day and cook. And that's exactly why, like, this is kind of cool for us, because this is something that we have been using for a long time.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. Like, it does tenderize.
and that's back to the basic foundation. You can take a crappy piece of meat,
Yep.
and make it taste great,
Mhm.
or you can take a great piece of meat and make it taste phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because it does it's the same process on the meat.
Yep.
Right. So and that's the whole basis of how it was started.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I learned something today. I was kind of had that mindset that Allegro was just that topical flavoring, but the added benefits of tenderizing your meat. I mean, it's a game changer for anybody out there, whether you're doing brisket or you're doing steaks or whatever cut of tough meat you're trying to put out there.
Yeah. And once you start using it, some people, I know you said 30 minutes. So
That's all I had today.
Yeah. Typically we'll say, a couple hours, this and the other. Now, if you really get into it and you're Allegro fanatic, you do it overnight, and it's just more flavor. It's going to tenderize it, and it's going to flavor it the longer that you let it go. So, but that's the biggest deal with Allegro. It actually does something to the meat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's like, and I know there's other like meat markets out there, meat whatever that are selling their steaks that they're already, or their fajitas or their whatever else, and they have these marinades they're concocting. I know 100% that they're taking a marinade like yours and mixing it with their seasonings and whatever else, and running it through their packaging and going right. So you guys have been around for so damn long that's it's almost impossible for that to be the case. Yeah, I would say 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah.
That we ran steaks on in the past. I've done them overnight, and thought like, hey man, is it going to be too salty? Is it going to be whatever? It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, the salt really is coming from like the seasonings and everything else you're putting on there. So yeah, I agree, man.
Yep.
I
Got a lot
agree.
of comments coming in. One of them from Char Grill Smoke. My dad used Allegro. I use Allegro. My son will use Allegro. Simple as that.
Nice.
I think
Beautiful.
it's Corey Stanberry, right?
Yep. We met him out at the wing cook-off we did, burger and wing cook-off.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
right.
He does a lot with us too. He's a great guy.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So,
Well, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, like, what is your origin story with Allegro? When did you start with them?
Yeah. So mine, and I'll condense this too, but I've got to put a piece in. So my wife and I started dating late high school before, and during that time, I played baseball and I was going off to play. She happened to have an uncle that lived in Dallas that loved baseball. So, I mean, listen, when you grow up in Denison and somebody lives in Dallas, they're rich.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean,
So,
y'all got a pool?
Yeah.
Shit.
No, brick. They had brick.
Yeah, brick
you know.
home?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So I was
yeah.
at Central Heat and Air.
I know. Yeah.
They had all that stuff, and I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, come to find out, he was a VP of purchasing for the largest specialty food distributor in the country. Well, we kind of bonded. He bonded over. Well, we both bonded over baseball, but I'm like, hey, I got to have something to do when baseball's over. So, hey, what are you doing? Ended up doing an internship with him. Every summer, because he would let me go play baseball when I needed to and come in. It's very funny because I mentioned John Fuquay earlier. So John, president of Allegro at the time, had flown in. He had a meeting with my uncle now, my girlfriend's uncle at the time. I was in the warehouse. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with shippers that they put up in stores, the cardboard, the little displays, not on the shelf, but so back in the day, you could a distributor could order those in and they would get a discount on them,
Okay.
right? And my uncle was very good at doing that. He would buy truckloads. But what he would do is have me in the back and he would pay me $5 per shipper to take those cases out and put them on a pallet. So then he could turn and sell them as open stock for a bigger price, right? John had come into town. They were going to come grab me to take me to lunch. And he's like, what are you doing taking our stuff out? And what are you doing with the cardboard? And I'm like, well, because, the cardboard's expensive in making these shippers. So, man, I'm throwing them away. I'm just putting the case in. And he says, well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you $10 if you'll take the shipper and put them on a pallet and send those back to me so I can reuse them somewhere. So that was my that's when I met John.
That's cool.
John, that's a brother I never had. We're very close. He just married my daughter a year ago. I'll mess that up and get in trouble, but about a year and a half ago. And he was the backbone and the starter of Allegro. And he retired a couple of years ago. And then we brought in, Thomas Harrison, who has been at Allegro again since he was young, a great leader for us and taking it into the next step. So that's how I got in the business. It was kind of a dirty way, I guess, right? I didn't know any better. I just knew I got fed. And he made me that offer and said, wait a minute, I'm getting 5 to break them down and then 10 to send you back to cardboard.
Yeah,
I'm in.
I'm winning.
I'm
winning right now.
So,
yeah,
yeah,
that's great.
And then after that, just have sold Allegro ever since. And man, the journey that from that point on, that's a crazy start. But from that point on getting into Walmart and getting into all the grocery retailers and how that all transpired has been just a learning lesson that I don't think you could ever learn unless you're there, right? They're not going to teach you this out of a book.
Right.
Yeah. Talk about the journey. Like, has it taken you to just an unexpected place, like a cool thing, going to an event, or you're into sports, so meeting people. Do you have any special memory?
Yeah, I mean, when you start talking about events, and I hear you talking, I love all of them. Again, I'm a sports guy, love barbecue, love beer, all that. But Memphis in May is always a great show. The Royal in Kansas City is great. And then you're starting to get some that may not have that national recognition, but I don't know if you guys are familiar with the open fire cookout down here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
we attended last year.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
I was there.
Which with the at
Alfregoni?
Alfregoni's? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I've known Al for a while. So he puts on, I kind of enjoy that because it's a different concept, right? None of us in this business have really been able to see what somebody like what that does, right? Cooking
Yeah.
in the open, cooking a whole cow and all that. I'd say my favorite times are, like I told you, both my boys played football in college. My daughter played basketball. Those are the most memorable because we would go and cook and we would bring a team there or do whatever it is. And just because it's family, right?
Yeah.
So our whole life has been surrounded by it forever. And, but all those events are great.
Yeah, no, definitely. We had a blast up at the open fire meetup there that they did.
Yeah.
It's a great cause that they're benefiting and they're doing. And Al, when Al came along during COVID, is a point. I mean, he's a COVID story. Like,
Yeah.
so we started the same thing. That's why we started this whole podcast.
Yeah.
Was because of COVID. We weren't competing, we weren't running the roads, and it was like, well, let's talk about it. Let's drink some beer. It was also a way for us to hang out and keep the camaraderie together a little bit, But yeah, that was badass to see that steer sitting up there on that spit there, and then walking through there, and you've got, like, I don't know, what is it, six small little was it pigs or whatever they're running on there, and I was like, damn, dude. I mean, there was just so much. I think at one point I saw like I don't know, it was some lizard. I don't know.
There's
Iguana,
Yeah.
right? Did you try it?
Yeah. No, hell, no.
Okay. Don't say it like that. I mean, you got to try it.
Farm,
Yeah,
right?
that was our.
They
our
had
buddy
rattlesnake.
Captain Ron.
Yeah,
Really?
that's right.
Yeah, they had rattlesnake that was out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. John's a little butthurt because he didn't get to go last year.
Oh, was he
we had the
sick?
COVID.
Oh, you're
I
sick.
think he was sick.
Yeah, I was.
COVID's not a real thing anymore, John.
Okay, well then I don't know what it was.
It's just flu type C.
Gonorrhea.
I should have just.
Yeah,
It might have
probably
been.
gonorrhea.
I should have put some
Yeah.
Allegro on.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Stephen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll some dirt on it next
Yeah.
time. Jesus.
You need to go to that next one, though. It's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You'll like
we're,
it.
we're planning on it.
Yeah. And Al's a good dude. So yeah, threw out the invite, and we're not going to say no to him. When John says no to him, but we're not going to say no.
Really?
Yeah, we'll be there.
Okay. Hell yeah. Let's do that.
Perfect.
What were we saying, John? Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, do you do any cooking or barbecue yourself at the house, or?
I have grown kids that get free Allegro. It's their responsibility.
Okay.
So I do it for my wife and I, occasionally when I need to. But those kids will tell you when they grew up and playing football and all the kids would come over to the house, I was cooking all the time. And I'm just like, hey, listen, I'm not your guy.
I'm
Yeah.
passing the
I mean,
torch.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Let them do it. I'll get out there and mess around. But my days of standing over a grill or a smoker for 8-10 hours, I'm done.
They're all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you. No, that's cool, man. So, so part of the pack that we were looking at going through, y'all have got a lot of new things that y'all have kind of come out with.
Yeah.
And you said earlier there was there was a raspberry chipotle that was on the market. Y'all pulled from the market now. It's not there anymore.
Yep.
But that made way for the honey to come on. That made way for
Well,
was there a Tennessee?
Yeah, the biggest one's
Yeah.
Tennessee. So what we
Yeah.
did, and this is, I guess we're going into year 3 from those. We had launched some products previous to that are great products. We did a Nashville product that was really good.
Yeah.
That I guess I got to take blame for that. I didn't launch it the right way, right? So, but whenever we launched, when the market started changing, our customers are getting younger, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing you've got to keep up in this business too. Craft beer is hot, weird stuff, all these things. So so we came up with Tennessee whiskey, honey garlic, and black pepper, and then we rolled that out the correct way as far as getting it to the right people at the right time and at the right time of the year. For us at Allegro, that's been a success because especially the Tennessee whiskey, our lineup has always been number 1 original, number 2 hickory, number 3 hot and spicy. Brought those out. Tennessee whiskey is number 2 now.
Really?
So
Okay.
and that's and the hickory hasn't dropped off. So I think that what that's done for us is it's helped us identify that, hey, there is another customer out there that's younger, right? That
Mhm.
because that's who's buying this stuff.
Yep.
But that translated along with the Tennessee whiskey, the honey garlic, and the black pepper.
Nice.
So and we've got some other things that are and like I said, Thomas is our president now. I know he's listening, he's cringing, but we've got some other things that we're really pushing him to do and come out with that'll keep us ahead of that curve.
Anything you can
Yeah,
talk
so-
about or no?
If I did, my phone will ring right now
Yes.
if I do that.
Hey, Steve, real quick, is it true that you quit barbecuing because your son makes a better steak than you?
Yeah, he must have. Did he text in or something? No.
Yeah, he's probably in that chat.
He said,
Hey, I'll tell you what.
no.
I'll get back in the game for that for one weekend if he wants to go.
There it is.
So,
Challenge
there it
accepted.
is. Hey,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
last time Jan did a steak competition with his son, he lost.
yeah.
And I don't think you
Well,
ever lived
What
that
did you
down.
lose, or did you just
No.
let him feel
No.
better?
No. What I did was we took the two steaks over to James's house and let him and his wife judge. And I knew better than that because
Yeah.
obviously they don't have any sophisticated palates, right? And they're whatever. They're probably full or I don't know what it was, you know.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I did lose.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
your son cooks a lot, so
okay, he doesn't cook a lot, but he is a good cook. But yeah, you know, I did lose the battle, not the war. Yeah, if it were to go down today, I'm going to cook a better steak. So
While we're on that topic, just real quick, if
Yeah.
he's gonna cook steak, clean up after yourself.
yes,
Right? Don't leave me a mess and smokers and everything.
Right.
That's part of the cooking as well.
yeah.
I'm not telling you
Yeah.
this, but kids don't do that.
Yeah. Well, he's not a kid anymore. He's
No, mine's 28.
yeah. That's what. Yeah.
Mine's 28, and he still doesn't.
I can't
So
remember how old he is. That's all
Yeah.
that matters. I think he's 28.
28. Okay, that's
Well,
good.
I was going to ask you. So, what is your? I can say what's your online presence like, but so for people, I know when we shop here locally, whether it's an HEB or
Yep.
or Kroger's, I see a few of the Allegro products on there. I don't see all of it. So if somebody wanted to purchase this online, where would they go to?
Yeah, very simply, just allegromarinade.com.
Okay.
That's where we're at. And you can purchase. I mean, a lot of times what happens with the grocery stores is they'll carry, we've got so many products that they're not going to carry everything, right?
Sure.
But then they only offer online what they carry in the store.
Mhm.
You know,
Yep.
so you can go to our website and you can find anything, I know we're talking Allegro now, but you can also find on there, we purchased another company back at the beginning of last year called World Harbor Sauces and Marinades. That's typically more of a Northeast, Northwest brand. They did very well there,
Okay.
but you can find that on the website too.
Okay.
That's actually good. That's good thought process there because you're right. Like if you go to HEB, a lot of people are online shopping anyways, right? And they're going to the app and they're doing the the grocery pickup and like, okay, well I see Allegro's got this seasoning or this sauce or whatever else, but nobody's really thinking like, I wonder what else Allegro has. And a lot of times in their mind they're like, well, that's all they have,
Yeah.
right?
They got a lot.
So that's a great food for thought right there. Like go to the actual manufacturer of whatever you're looking for, because you might be surprised out there that they've got 30 different other products that they have, or they've got a whole other line that is that's sold in the Northeast, which maybe you're trying to get a leg up, bring a new flavor profile in or whatever else, something that you don't see down here in this area. Like right now, I'm already going to go online when I get home tonight. I'm gonna start looking and pulling some products from different regions, because I'm like, if I bring that into the barbecue here, is that something that nobody here is used to?
That's very unique too in what we do from the manufacturing aspect, because Carolina's barbecue sauce is different than Memphis. Memphis is different than Kansas City. Kansas City different from Texas. So you get a lot of different regionality that goes with it.
Yeah. No,
Do
that's
you guys
awesome.
do you guys offer different package quantities or sizes online?
Yeah, we do. And because we have the capability and we pack everything from our 12.7 ounce that's retail, half gallon, 50. I mean,
Yeah, you want a drum,
get-
James? They'll
yeah.
get you a drum.
We might have to get to 55-gallon drum. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen.
Don't put a side of beef in
Yeah,
one.
you see a lot of people doing these like cold plunges and stuff like that. Trying
It's
to.
not alien, dude. Quick, get off the snake oil shit, dude.
no, I
Damn
did
it.
that this
Yeah.
morning.
Did you?
Did
Yeah.
you? Yeah, cold punch is
Okay.
good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you really?
I swear I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do it every morning?
Since I
Okay.
mean,
In Allegro?
In Allegro, yeah.
Right.
I did that once.
Yeah. Right.
That's it goes that
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Gonorrhea
we
thing.
I feel like
Yeah,
there's a
right,
story
right,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't talk about that.
It's like an
Hey,
initiation.
that will get you though. 49 degrees for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah.
sucks.
It sounds awful.
I've tried a little bit of it. I'd not worked up to getting a
Hold on. You tried a little bit of like cold showers?
easing myself into it.
Work your way
I
into
think
it.
that's 70 degrees or 80
It
degrees.
feels like it's about 50 in my house. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
All right. You must have a well or something. You got well water.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's dug deep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right. Damn. Okay. Well, you here, folks. James is actually doing cold plunging in a shower. So you're already here first. This is
Look,
great.
we're not going to get into the
Yeah.
whole science of this thing. I watched a video on TikTok.
Joe
And
Rogan.
Just don't.
it says to gradually work yourself up. I mean, you don't want to give yourself a heart attack, right? You can't just shock your body. You know what I mean? You got to
Yeah.
gradually get into it. I mean,
Okay. Well, good for you, man.
Okay.
That's
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
Well, we've been talking about marinade, and I think most people think marinade when they think of Allegro, but you guys have seasonings too. Is that relatively new, or has that been around?
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it till recently.
Yeah, that's brand new. We rolled those out last year. And again, in the barbecue world, it's sometimes becomes a controversy: wet or dry, wet or dry. So we teamed up with Adams, which is out here in Texas.
Oh yeah.
Because only thing we do is liquid, right? And so we teamed up with them, and we came out with 4 SKUs. Still relatively new. We did get it placed in Walmart and HEB, and we've got it in some other places. So a little bit different category for us because our specialty is the wet, but we do have those available now, and we are pushing those too.
Okay.
So
Nice.
Yep.
Well, I've got 2 of those dries sitting on here. And I was actually happy how well they complement each other. So
what do you say you use? Sweet heat?
so this is the
Urban garlic. Yeah.
urban garlic, and then the other one is the
You say sweet heat or
no,
the signature?
signature.
Yeah.
So yeah, the heat is coming from the little bit of the glaze or that compound brown sugar that I put together. So
it wasn't terrible. I'm just kidding, Jay. I was gonna catch Steve beforehand. I was like, slip him a $5 and go, look, you got to roast Jan on this. Just tell him it's terrible.
yeah,
I can do that.
right.
Yeah.
Oh man, God, who needs friends?
So
Right?
you mentioned you guys are working on maybe some new flavors or products. How do you guys go about picking which ones to run with or come up with the ideas for them?
Yeah, so that's interesting too because that's always a topic of a discussion, right? We've got an R&D department that comes up with ideas. There's a lot that goes into that. Not only what's on trend, but what's on trend that's going to stay. Because there's a lot of things that'll go on trend and they're gone the next year, and you don't want to be stuck with that. And then we'll put it out as a tester, right, to see what people say back to us and what's the best one to launch with. So. We've always probably got 4 or 5 that we're thinking about that, we've got a couple that I'm really pushing. So, that I think can make some differences. And so those are, again, you get those out. And then you've always got the part that goes, like for Allegro, we're at grocery retail, we're line priced, meaning everything's the same price. Well, all of a sudden you start throwing some crazy ingredients in it. And that goes back to what we talked about, the margins, right? I mean, how do you make all that work? So there's a lot of stipulations that go into it, but that's kind of the process that we walk through to bring out something new.
So something that y'all have on the market, obviously your regular bottle is 12.5,
7, 12.7.
12.7. That's on. So have y'all thought about joining the I know we talked earlier a little bit about Melinda and whatever else, but offering a pack, right? A 3-pack or whatever else.
Yep.
Or do y'all have that, or that's something?
So we've done some of that that you can buy online, a mix and a match and all that good stuff. We even delved in and got into the 99-cent,
small packages. Yeah.
So we did that. That becomes very tough too.
Yeah, right.
From just making that, from processing that, all the way to the margins.
Yeah.
So
right.
But you're always thinking about things like that. What you can do to get out there and put a 3-pack and put a 2-pack.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 50 years of sales, 50 years of trying new things. I mean, I think it's funny, like when you, especially like whatever, you've got somebody like, hey, have you ever thought about doing this? You're like, yeah, like 30 years ago, man. Yeah. Like we're not there right now.
Yeah.
Right?
No, you get that all the time. I mean, I literally had phone calls on the way up here today of, people, hey man, I've got this, and can we make this? I'm like, dude, it's out there.
Yeah,
Right?
right,
It's been
right.
out there, and if you make it, it's going to retail for $19.99. They're doing it for $2.99. I don't think you want to go down that road. So,
Right. Right.
but again, there are a lot of people that have a lot of good ideas.
No, definitely.
A question from Smokehouse Crackers, our friends over there. Are y'all coming to the Bama Bash sponsored by Allegro November 1st? I don't know anything about this. What is the Bama Bash?
So it's another event, kind of like what Al does here. We're sponsoring that. We'll be out there. Again, just the same type of event as that. Get together and it's cooking and fun and the whole thing. So we'll be obviously be in attendance there too. You guys should be at that.
Yeah.
We have to get some info on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some info. I'll give it to you. You guys can.
Well, listen, John and I drink a lot of beer, and that's a stipulation. So if this has beer drinking, yeah, I'm probably gonna say yes.
Yep.
Two case.
I'll clear
two
this-
cases of beer per day, like stipend or per diem or something like
Yeah,
that. Is that what
that's about what
you're
it
looking
is.
for?
James, it's about what it is. I don't know
Okay.
if it's quite. Could be a little more than that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want to hold
There's
myself.
a
Yeah,
to-
never commit.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
there's
talk about it.
a tolerance there.
There is.
Let's
yeah.
not put parameters on it.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's somewhere around there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
give or
cool.
take, plus or minus.
I kicked around an idea earlier talking about using Allegro in different ways that may be a little unconventional. Again, maybe it's not something that I created on my own, but freezing. So I had been making dirty martinis for my wife, and I'll take a ice cube tray, and then I'll put the olives and the brine in there, and I'll freeze those into cubes. So my idea is doing kind of a similar fashion, but adding a little Allegro to it, but using those cubes for Bloody Marys. And so it just kind of spices that Bloody
It'd
Mary
be like
up a little
the
bit.
Worcester that they put
Yeah.
in it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Huh.
Let me know how that is. We'll use it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Make a video, James.
I will. I'm going to sneak one into my wife's dirty martinis. You see if she notices that.
What if she doesn't?
And I think she will know
Okay.
immediately.
What if she does? It doesn't like it, and you tell her it's Allegro. See,
Right.
that's where we get messed.
Well, she likes the dirty. So when
Really?
she
Hey, no, let us know what she likes. What is it? That
Yeah,
dirty,
yeah.
dirty.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
is dirty,
Oh,
dirty?
boy.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Perfect.
sound bites. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a soundbite for sure.
Exactly. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
I thought I would be the one to guess that would take it into the ditch, but you're talking that and gonorrhea.
No,
and
I
yeah.
usually pull it into the ditch and then I try to work myself out of it. Usually I kind of just stay in there.
Well, they're not going to let you out of it.
No,
Mm,
definitely. I'm gonna hear this for like the next 20 years.
Perfect.
At least.
All right. Well, anything on the horizon for you guys that we really haven't already touched base?
Yeah,
Like,
no. I mean, just like I said, we've got the Bama Bash coming up, and then the open fire down here. On our other circuit with grocery retail, we've got a lot of shows that are coming up and different things like that. So, and then just kind of seeing what we're going to come up with for the future and what we're going to launch and when we're going to launch it. So that's what's on the agenda for
Awesome.
us.
Oh yeah, man. Well, I mean, now that John and I guess we're going up with Team Allegro. James, stay behind, stay with the women and children.
Mhm.
We're gonna go Team Allegro and do a little bashing in Bama.
Bama bashing.
That's right.
Mhm.
No, I'm just kidding, Brian, by the way.
Speaking of Alabama, Smokehouse Crackers, Jan.
Yeah, Smokehouse Crackers. I don't know. Listen, it's the official snack of grabbing the brisket. They are the poppers, the small ones, the little oyster looking crackers. They're amazing. My favorite is still the what is it? The fire? Not
The
called
spicy?
Spicy.
Spicy.
The spicy. Still my favorite. It's not that spicy, but it is addictive. I know my wife loves them. I know her entire work is loving them right now. So much so that they're asking for it on a daily. So I did hook her up with a new little bit of I feel like a drug dealer with her because I'm like, all right, here's a taste. Tell your friends it's going to cost them next time.
Mhm.
So it is what it is. We love them. Go try them for yourself. I'm sure you love them too.
Yeah, get that sample pack. It's a good deal.
Also, we have a code now.
We do have a code.
Yeah.
It's GRABEM15. It gets you a discount. I think it's 15% off.
Let's grab them.
Grab them 15.
It's weird.
All caps.
Yeah.
Well, if I just, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? Shut up. Let me just
Grab
say it.
them. Grab M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there different like iterations of grab them in the brisket? Because I know when we are out in the wild, it's kind of a hard concept for some people to say grab them in the brisket. Usually it's the grabbers or the you know what I mean.
They usually grab them by the brisket.
Grab them by the brisket,
Mhm.
grab them for the brisket. I feel like I'm giving some type of speech.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool if we had like something that just covered like the whole gambit.
We do. Go to grabthebrisket.com and you can find links to all kinds of cool stuff.
Nice.
Or just scroll down after you're done listening to this. And we'll have links for all the stuff, including allegromarinade.com.
Perfect.
Speaking of spicy seasoning.
Yep. Today's episode was brought to you in part by Chicks That Smoke Spicy Barbecue Seasoning, our favorite versatile seasoning that elevates any dish from smoked meats, roasted veggies, even popcorn. Whether you're grilling, smoking, or cooking in the kitchen, Chicks That Smoke will kick up the flavor. Chicks That Smoke Spicy Barbecue Seasoning, available at sucklebusters.com or through the link in the episode description.
That's right.
I feel like spicy is that flavor profile that is going to stick around. It seems like
I think things
know
are getting
that-
hotter, right? I think that's people's palates now are they're what was spicy 20 years ago is not spicy right now. I don't think.
Do you see that as a fad, like a something that may just peter out a little bit?
So we're actually seeing. So what and we've seen that take place right now. Our spicy. I told you it's always been our top three. I think that and the sales aren't necessarily slowing down. It's other things are passing it, right? I mean, so I just think there's so many options right now.
Yeah.
That people can get when they find something they like, they tend to stick with it, and that's what's happening right now. That's why I'm a big spicy guy. I love all the spice, but when you see new flavors come out and everything, you're seeing people try it and then they stick with that, and so the problem comes with that is how many choices do you give somebody, right?
Mhm.
So that's the biggest obstacle.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and you're like, listen. I mean, like, at a certain point, like we're not going to have 1,500 SKUs here. We're not
Yeah.
going to have
But-
because the quality goes down, and everything goes with it, right?
Yeah.
So, that's
Yeah, it's tough. And then again, when we're in not that I only just talk retail, but that's what we mainly do is there's only so much space I'm going to get on the shelf.
yeah, that's right.
I can't. I mean, if every store in the country would give me 15 SKUs, I'll bring out more.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
I mean,
right. That's things like if you're for you to put something out, you're taking something down.
Usually
Yeah.
you're taking some down, and
Yeah.
in our business, what you're doing is you're looking for a weaker somebody else.
Mhm.
Right.
Right.
I want you to take away from them. Don't take away from me.
That's right.
And
That's
so
right.
that's a constant battle that you're always having.
Damn.
Somebody's
dude.
always shooting at you.
Yeah, it's not a feint for heart, man. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
We can just like eliminate, I don't know, like the flower section or something like that. You know what I mean? Just get rid of that
Take it to the
out of the
forest.
grocery store.
Dude,
Yeah.
you could probably knock out 60% of that crap.
Yeah.
But they don't let me do that though.
I know.
Right.
But you know what
We'll
do?
talk to 'em.
Yeah.
We'll secretly start going in and removing things from shelves
Perfect.
and just setting up our own Allegro displays, right? So you might be in the candy section.
Yeah.
You might
I'm
be
good.
right, whatever. And it's like it is what it is at this point.
Move
Yeah.
it over to the meat department.
Yeah.
Right,
And
right.
all this. Which that, by the way, that's a crazy concept too, because the grocery buyer and the meat department buyer, they get credit for their areas. Well, if you're coded for grocery,
Oh Jesus.
a lot of times they don't want to put you. And so we do very well in the meat department.
Yeah.
But that's a grocery.
Well, that
range.
makes sense.
So we're not putting that here. So
yeah.
as a matter of fact, last little story I tell you, we used to have what we called a seafood marinade. It just said seafood on it. Well, the grocery buyer would automatically see that and say, "Oh no, that goes to the seafood department." Well, the seafood department would say, "Well, you only got one SKU." No, we got these SKUs. Well, I want okay, yeah, we'll put them all over here. Well, you can't because these are grocery. So you go back and forth, back and forth.
You're
back
like,
and
make it
forth.
make
Mm,
sense.
yeah,
yeah.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
Like these grocery scientists, I think we need to really sit down and study some of that stuff because I don't understand it.
That's funny. That's hilarious. Oh shit.
Let's see, Steve, have y'all thought about doing a limited release product?
We actually have talked about that, and I can say this: the one that we've talked about doing is the raspberry chipotle. And not that it would be a new one, but do a limited run on that. So And then we've always thought about, and we do it sometimes with the new item. We'll do a limited run to see how it's responded to and all that good stuff. So yeah, and that's a great thing about manufacturing yourself. You can pull those, not a problem. You want to make sure that you're doing something though that might be productive for the future. So that's the things that we take into consideration on that. So.
Yeah, it's like Whataburger when they had that menu. They like, hey, do you bring back that freaking butter spicy whatever, right? Or the whatever sandwich. So yes, I'm gonna check mark on the raspberry. Bring it back for a limited time.
I mean that's and
you got my vote.
And the other one too is the seafood that I talked about, because we even changed its name to soy and lime.
Okay.
And so but we pushed it back just like we did raspberry chipotle. Soy and lime is one of my favorite ones, right? But you just have to have a hook, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Tennessee whiskey is a hook, original's a hook, hickory's a hook. So those and again, the raspberry chipotle is more expensive to make, so it's tough to keep it at line price. But those two, I would love to come back with a limited, time offer type deal.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, Corey, we're working on it.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to talk about this drink real quick?
I do.
Score.
Yeah. Let's get this really quick.
This is the Double Gold from Gold Bar Whiskey, and it's the Mule.
It's the Joe Montana
the Whiskey Mule
limited edition Whiskey Mule, 8% alcohol by volume. I love the can. I absolutely love the can. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. The way the guy put it together, it has a little bit of that feel to it on the side. It's just not some, I don't know. Look, great job on the can. I'm taking one more little sip here. Okay. Yeah. Well, it is what they say it is.
Yeah.
That is not bad at all. I'm gonna go with 8-1. 8-1 on this. This is a very drinkable beer on a hot day. 100%. You can drink this all day long. And 8-0 was the ABV, but 8-1 is what it is.
8-1. That's exactly what I was going to say. Is 8-1.
Really?
Yes.
Did you write it down? Or you just copied it?
No, I was going to say that. I swear, I was right there. I was,
Okay.
I was around 8, and I was like, I don't want to do an even number. I'm going to do 8-1.
Okay.
It's an 8-1. This is good. It's very drinkable.
It's a great beer. I don't know how they can get a hold of one of those. That's not locally for us here, but go online, Gold Bar. Is it Gold Bar?
Yeah, Gold Bar Whiskey. I'll put a link down below. And I know I think they're all over like the West Coast because they're out there in San Francisco or whatever.
I'm sure you probably hit up Total Wine or
they are online.
Yeah. So
is that how they market it as a beer?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it liquor?
Yeah.
It's got their whiskey in it.
Yeah.
Dude, this is even better.
No,
okay. I'm changing my score. I'm changing my score.
It's really good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
You have a score for us?
If he went 8-1, I'll go 8-2.
Oh shit! You got to warn up, because you know what? It is an 8-2. I want to change my score already. That's a great drink. Great drink.
Good.
Yeah. Damn, I got a 4 point whatever on the pork steak.
Hey, why did we judge ours on a scale of 1 to 5, and then we do this because on a scale of 1
He's
to 10?
a weirdo. I have no idea.
I should have went to 1 to 10.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to hear the 4.5 on 1 to 10. Right?
It was going to be 4.5 no matter what it was.
Yeah.
You would have got a 9.
Predetermined.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to fall on your side on all this stuff.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
I'm starting to see
Thank
the
you.
resemblance here.
Yeah.
All right,
We'll
that's
Bullshit.
We'll see you back next week.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah.
Is he going to be here?
Probably
Yes.
not. No.
Yeah.
That's the grab and the brisket.
Beer
review. How do you think of our singing? Is that
I like it.
Yeah.
So we've done it on every episode that we've ever done. And we're back when we were in a garage, and we tried to get rid of it, and then
We got messages.
we got messages saying no, keep doing it. And I don't know that they're just like, yeah, we like making fun of you guys,
Probably.
but it is what it is.
We've
It's
been
just-
called the Boys to Men on Barbecue.
really?
Yeah.
I think people sing along when we do it. So
I believe
yeah.
it. I believe there's like a trucker driving down the road, but like beer review.
That's your stick, though.
100%.
I mean, if it sticks, you got to leave it, right?
Yeah.
And we get better every time we do it.
Like we're the marinade, everything marinade.
That's
So
it.
you got to have
Exactly.
something that'll help you.
Exactly. James, you got a barbecue win / barbecue fail for us?
Yeah, we'll get into it. We'll see which one it is. Looks like I'm not even gonna whatever his handle is. I don't know if we're gonna put it up there, but it's RVAPGH Tom. Hey, we're just gonna call you Tom. He said he put 8 beer can chickens on his new Weber grill that was on his balcony in an apartment. Had a bunch of hungry runners coming over after a weekly run. About 35 minutes into my cook, my then girlfriend runs in and yells, "The grill's on fire." Yep, too much grease. Flames shooting out of the sides, smoke billowing out of the balcony. I shut off the gas and I left the lid shut until I didn't see any flames. Amazingly, the meat was mostly good. The skin was black. We were all in our 20s. Wait, no. So we were all in our 20s. We ate the meal. So they're not
There
turning
you
it
go.
down.
So this was an older thing. I like the fact
This
he
is
puts
the
in
reason
there.
why we can't barbecue at apartments anymore.
Yeah,
They
because
put that
of,
rule where you got to go 20 feet away. At least that's the way it was last time I stayed in an apartment.
Was
Yeah.
that why she says X?
yeah, that's what he said. He goes,
Probably.
he goes,
Yeah.
my then ex-girlfriend.
Right.
That's right, because
Yeah.
she's not a keeper.
You got to
Yeah,
throw it
right.
in there.
Well,
Yeah.
is it her fault? She's probably thinking he can't cook for shit. So
Yeah, she took off. Right?
yeah, she was like, "I'm
Yeah.
out of here."
Well, okay, listen, I'm hearing 8 beer can chickens on a Weber grill, and I've
Jeez.
seen Weber gas grills.
How does that fit?
I don't think it does.
Yeah, obviously it
I
doesn't.
think that's something else there. We need to
Right.
hey, know your limits, man. You know?
Tiny beer can chickens.
But listen, is this a win or a fail?
I think it's both.
It's both, right?
At least
It's
they
another
could eat it.
combo.
They ate it.
He almost caused the lives of multiple people around
He
him,
didn't kill anybody.
right?
Didn't burn anything down other than
But
his
he-
grill.
But he didn't. And he's like, and we ate the chicken no matter what.
Yeah, it's a win.
That's a
It's a
win,
win.
right?
Yeah.
And you're in your 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a win. You're lucky you're not in prison right now. You know, so I'm saying like
That night,
That's-
that night ended up they were full and drunk.
Yeah.
They had
that's a win.
fine.
And then he's like, and he goes, and I broke up with her.
Yeah.
Right.
She was too needy.
Yeah, Tom, we
What'd they
need
win?
more balcony cooking from you.
Yep.
Yeah. Please share your next balcony cooking pictures or it didn't happen. Thanks a lot for sharing with us because you're a winner chicken dinner. That's right. Sucker Busters. Everybody wants some Sucker Busters. Hey man, go online, pick out some Sucker Busters seasonings, find the best one out there that you can see from the packaging or whatever else, and we'll get it sent over to you free of no charge. And also I'm gonna start needing some feedback of some of these people that are getting some of these seasonings from us. 'Cause I think they're just hoarding it all now, or they're just we're not getting any love back. Or like, hey man, I received this in. I appreciate it. You know, hey, these guys actually send the seasonings out because guess what? We do what we say we're gonna do. So you know, hey, let us know how you liked it, what you picked. I'd love the feedback from it.
Yeah. I say everybody out there, please go to your grocery store, your place where you purchase your rubs and marinades. And if they don't have Allegro, please contact whoever it is in charge of doing the purchasing and say we
Yeah.
need some Allegro.
Ask the
Yeah.
manager.
Yes.
Yeah, ask the manager.
Hey, can you bring some Allegro in here?
Believe it or not, that's a lot of things happen that way when
Ask the
customers
manager.
request.
Hey,
that.
you don't have Allegro in here. What's going
Yeah.
on? I shop here all the time. You're making me go to somewhere else.
Yep.
And I swear to God, they'll bring it in.
You know what we should do because you were talking about the flavors and everything. We should take your group and your followers and get some ideas for a flavor profile. and
Okay.
See if we
Yeah,
can
let's
see.
get some.
great
Let's get some R&D going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get some ideas that they want, and we'll see
Okay.
if we can make it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll put it out there on our thing. So look for that as well. We're going to put it out to everybody in the Grabbing the Brisket. If you're listening, drive down the road right now, and maybe you got a beer, maybe you have a coffee. I hope you have a beer. But yeah, listen, we're going to put this out to you
In the
guys
car.
to where think of like a marinade or something out there. You like, hey man, I really like these flavor profiles.
Yeah.
We're going to put this out there.
Yeah.
When you see it, please respond into it because it's going straight to the chief over here. So hey, we can't go wrong.
Nothing weird. I'm saying nothing
Yes.
weird.
Yeah,
We don't
right.
want anything weird from you guys.
Yeah.
No Listerine infused Allegro
No,
combinations.
no, we don't.
What a mashup that would be.
Yeah.
That is
Mint.
straight.
You're talking about
fire.
mint? Yeah. I don't know.
Hmm.
Mojitos.
Yeah, maybe on lamb or something.
We'll
Don't
kick
they
it
use
around.
Mint on
Yeah,
lamb.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe they do. Hey,
Sure.
if you guys want to send in your barbecue wins or barbecue fails, your stories or whatnot, or just reach out to us about Allegro, head to grabthebrisket.com, or you can reach us on any of our social medias. That's at Grab 'em in the Brisket, or you can call into our hotline and leave us a message or text us on it, 434-829-2299, and we will respond.
We will respond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll play you on air if you actually leave a voicemail. So
100%.
that's how that happens.
Say
And-
something hateful.
Go straight to the front of the line.
if we have any retailers out there that want to reach out to you guys, how do they get a hold of you?
Man, I don't want to get my number on here, right? I mean, yeah,
It's already
is it
scrolling
already out
across
there?
the screen. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, you contact us via website, call the office, ask for me. I'll get the message. We'll get it there. If there's a retailer out there that has never seen this, there's going to be some people that are probably fired tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
So hopefully it's out there. Now we would like for them to carry more and all that good stuff. And yeah. So
Hey, AllegroMarinade.com. Check them out, guys.
Yep.
Hey, go ahead and say it, James.
James, say your thing.
Hey, it's been great talking barbecue with you.
Peace.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate you, man.
thanks, man.